Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum. So, I've made tons and tons of videos on how to get on this self-improvement, more disciplined lifestyle. I've made videos on how you can stop procrastinating. I made videos on how you can start just being disciplined, how you can make a daily routine, how you can stay productive during Ramadan, etc. etc. However, what I haven't made a video on is how I'm doing it myself. So in this video, inshallah, I'm going to be going over how I pretty much organize my life and how I set my daily routines, my daily systems in order to get my work done, in order to stay productive, and in order to prioritize my akhirah, prioritizing Allah by learning Islamic knowledge, by praying salah on time, etc. I'm nowhere near the best Muslim, okay? I'm not claiming to be. I'm nowhere near the best productive, disciplined guy. I'm actually very far from it. You'd be surprised, but I have tons and tons of days where I'm just not that productive. So the first question is, what productivity apps do you use in order to keep track of things, in order to have a daily routine, in order to put all your work in? I use Notion is because you can integrate a lot of different things, where you can have like your work there, you can take notes there, you can keep track of things, you can do anything on Notion, and that's why I use Notion. It's free. I'm not sponsored by Notion, although that would not be a bad idea. Being consistent on like a Google Docs is much better than like using like some next like other app to write your notes on. As long as you're consistent with it and you can always check back and you always remind yourself to check back, advice and whatever, it's more than good enough. So without further ado, let me go take you to my desktop, and inshallah, let's go. So here's my Notion document. As you can see, you can see my exact routine. So this is my routine. I guess we'll start off with my night routine. So basically, I start off the night before, right? So basically what I do at nighttime before I go to sleep, I write down what I have to do the next day. For example, Fajr, the most important thing. The most important thing is Salah. Other than that, what other thing matters in the grave except Salah, right? So the first thing I write down is Salah and my morning routine, which is going to be as Islamically as prioritizing Allah as possible, because I want to start the day by remembering Allah to gain the hasanat. Sometimes I journal, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I miss my journals, but I sometimes journal in the morning, and I find it a pretty good practice to do. And I drink coffee if I'm not fasting. Now right now is, I forgot what day of Shawwal it is, but I am fasting in the month of Shawwal, so I'm not going to be, of course, drinking coffee in the morning, and I don't drink coffee for suhoor as well because it makes me dehydrated. Anyway, and then we get to the deep work block, right? And basically what I do is I make videos. Let's just say that I make videos, I script videos, etc. Break up the day. That's why I said breaking up the day right here, like going to the gym. Okay, and then after the gym, we typically I focus a lot more on schoolwork. Again, I just utilize most of the day for just working as much as possible, and then when it comes to like Asr time or a little bit after Asr, then I start focusing on more easier tasks like learning, knowledge, reading Quran, just more chilled down tasks. Knowledge is just as important as doing work, so that's why I set time, good amount of time for knowledge, and I'm really interested in just Islamic knowledge. And then I typically just sleep at around 10 to 11. Again, my sleep schedule from Ramadan is all messed up, so I need to get that fixed. So that's just my daily routine. How do I keep track of things and where do I put all my work? Well, that's also in Notion. I downloaded this template from just some other YouTuber. What I do in the morning is when I wake up, I set systems. So I do my morning routine. That's my first system of getting ready for the day. Second, I go over my morning goals. So here are my morning goals. Right? I go over this, my life goals, my yearly goals. And I made a video on how you can actually set goals and how you can make a daily routine from the goals that you've set. After I'm gone to my morning goal, I did my morning routine. I get straight to work. No distractions, no background, nasheed, no nothing, because it's all dopamine and you don't want to be using any dopamine. And that's why I recommend dopamine detox if you're struggling with procrastination and if you're struggling with being able to focus on your work and you have a low attention span. Go on a dopamine detox, get rid of the dopamine, and you'll see how much just energy you have just to do your work. So for school, I also pretty much have like a template that I downloaded, and it's on YouTube. And these templates are for free, so you can just like go on YouTube and find them. So I have another template that I downloaded, Uni Notes. I go on curriculum for this one, and then I have all my classes, right? I have all my classes. For example, this is what I'm supposed to be studying for, so I would go through these modules and study them. And then you can even like have like different types of mastery levels. So I didn't actually do any of these, and this is pretty much how I track my school stuff, right? So it's very easy to figure out, and I think you guys can use Notion if you guys want. Again, it doesn't matter what you use, but just make sure you're consistent with whatever you're using. So I've showed you how I organize my school, showed you how I organize my other work like YouTube and stuff. I've showed you how I organize my daily routine. routine, how I created my daily routine, what I do every morning, my systems, etc. And you might be asking, how do I track my gym stuff? Normally, nowadays, I kind of just like remember at the back of the head. I'm gonna go back to tracking my gym stuff, and I use an app called Strong. I know Hamza, the YouTuber Hamza, he had a bunch of templates before that he gave out. I think he still has them. I downloaded his templates, push pull legs, and that's how I track my gym stuff. In order to track my calories, I use an app called MyFitnessPal to track my calories. It's by far the best app. It's free as well, and it's by far the best app because it has every single amount of food. I'm Bengali, right? They have my foods as well. If I'm going to be eating them as well, they have everything. So I recommend MyFitnessPal if you're going to be tracking calories. And that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. Oh, just one more thing. If you're wondering what I'm learning for Islam right now, I'll show you right now, and hopefully this can benefit you. So in terms of Islamic ilm and knowledge, this is one of the things I'm watching is by Sapiens Institute, and this is about like making of the Muslim civilization, how Muslims conquered the world so quickly. You know, the Rashidun Caliphate, the Abbasid Caliphate. Also by Ustad Adnan Rashid, which is a very known historian. So a lot of people might have differences with him, but he knows his stuff when it comes to history. I know about it. So I recommend this course. I'm also watching, and you might see block site because I blocked YouTube again. I'm on a dopamine detox as well. So, and in terms of my ilm, my knowledge, I watched this series, which is the Sheikh Uthman ibn Farouk. Amazing series on the Sirah. I'm also reading as well, so I read the Sealed Nectar and any other Islamic books. If you guys recommend it, let me know, leave it in the comments. I'll definitely like to check it out. But this is what I'm doing right now for Islamic knowledge. SubhanAllah, this video took a lot longer than expected, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got an understanding of what I do. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.